Hello everyone, I am the MLP Connoisseur, and today I will be talking about Season 5. And yes, I know, I haven't been speaking about Season 5 for a long time, and that's because the fact that I didn't know a lot about it, I didn't really pay attention, I didn't want to spoil myself. I did know that I wanted to look out for the synopsis, and in doing so, I unraveled other things that didn't really spoil it too far, although, that's sort of what I gotta do if I'm looking for the synopsis. But anyway, before I continue, I want to quickly say that yes, I am sorry that I haven't been doing videos in quite some time, and in the updates that I mentioned before, that is still the reason why. But here I am, I'm going to be doing Season 5, overall recap, facts, thoughts, opinions. You might not have known some of these things, they might not be true, and I apologize if they don't come true, but I got them off of Equestria Daily, so hopefully they'll be pretty darn close to what actually is going to happen, both in the season premiere and the season in general. And there's one thing at the end that I might mention about actually something that's going to happen in, I think, 2017, something along the lines of that. And I've gotten information from other YouTubers who I will mention at the end of this video as well. So pay attention, here we go, recap of Season 5 and beyond. So the Season 5 synopsis is that the episode, first off, is called Cutie Markless. It is a two-parter, the classic two-parter that everybody loves to see in the season premiere and finale of any season of MLP. And the synopsis is that while still trying to adjust to her new role as Princess of Friendship, as we've seen in the season finale of Season 4, Twilight and her friends follow a map to a village where the inhabitants have given up their cutie marks. And from Equestria Daily, their description is basically that, except that the seeds involved, including Bab seeds, and it also mentions something that I would like to mention. It says that they take on the spirit of chaos and disharmony, where they visit this village where everypony has given up their cutie marks. Now, we've seen based on the teasers that there was that map, and the map probably will lead them to that village. Now, I'll get on to that map later, but what I'm interested here is that they take on the spirit of chaos and disharmony. So who do you think that is? Of course, it's probably Discord. I hope it's not, and I'll tell you why. The reason why I do not think Discord should be a villain again is because if he was a villain again, at least if he was a villain again with no regret, he didn't care about anything anymore, sort of like Season 4's finale, then Season 3 and Season 4 would be a waste in terms of Discord's reformation. I mean, think of it. If he just goes back to being a villain, and we just take him on again or whatever, then what was the point in reforming him? At least episode-wise, at least like creating episodes, because if that happened, then what would happen to the characters? What would happen, like, just story-wise with Discord? How could they ever trust him? I'm sure everybody has some trust issues with Season 4's finale with Discord. Also, this village where their cutie marks, based on videos and actual like evidence, their cutie marks are replaced with equal signs. Now, this could represent like unity, like, they don't need cutie marks, they don't need to like be special and individual. But my thought on this is that either there's some sort of rebellion, maybe it's some sort of villain, which we do know there is going to be a new villain, maybe that villain uses some sort of mind control or some magic, who knows. But what I like about this is that they should not worry about being different, because, in my opinion, the cutie mark tells you that you're an individual, special. Unless, of course, we've had cases with twins or whatever. And I'm not talking about animation errors either, we all know. But what I'm talking about is that there is unity even in difference. If everybody is different, then everybody is the same. And let me clarify. If every person, and I mean, like, even twins, in the world is different in some way, every person is different, making them all the same. It's like, we're all human, even though they're all ponies, even though they all have a special talent. And that is the unity that I think should be expressed, at least at the end, that you can all be different and you can all still be unified together. Now, getting on to the Season 5, at least major reveals, we have seen that picture of the map, and it's been tossed around that part of the map reveals what could be the a section that belongs to the Griffins, and I truly don't know how I prove this, but it's definitely tossed up, and it has been shown that it could be the Griffins. Could be like a Griffin Empire. No one, I don't know. I don't know if anybody knows sure. But basically, other things for Season 5 is that Princess Luna may have a nightmare at some point, possibly an entire episode. Maud Pie will return, and start, and there'll be more relationships with the Pie family. Coco Pomel might return. There might be an episode dedicated to Twilight's library, maybe the old one, maybe the new one. There will also just in general be 26 episodes again, so that's a plus. There will be a special 100th episode of this series that I'll get, and it's been reconfirmed. Also, Season 5, the Season 5 overall plot is basically going to be looking over and exploring Equestria and possibly beyond. It says that Hasbro keeps pushing the story building, which makes sense. There'll be, detailed characters, possibly, like I said, a Griffin Empire. Cutie Marks and their magic is the topic of the overall season. Just some facts. The storyboarding was completed back in January, or at least again, that's what I'm hearing. Something else is that DJ Pawn 3, or Final Scratch, might appear in the foreground. There'll be more development for Diamond Tiara, and also, just a heads up, based off of this, no pony dies, so everybody can calm down. It's not gonna happen. I don't know how they would explain death better than anything I've seen. It reminds me of an episode of if anybody remembers the episode of Sesame Street, where I think it was Mr. Hoover, where he actually died in real life. So they actually explained it really well. So I don't know how they would explain it without copying. But the 100th episode of the series is said to have a very special theme. It's not going to involve the main six. In fact, they might not be in it at all. It's going to focus on the background characters. Doctor Who's will be hinted at to the actual Doctor Who, and fan-established background ponies will be seen, at least personality-wise, and others may have new ones. Now, the background ponies will be basically put into this episode as much as they can, having an overall fun story. And even though they're not allowed to read fan fictions to avoid a conflict of ideas, they're still aware at what's popular. Now, Maud Pie might return in another hearth-swarming or Christmas-themed episode, possibly. I'm not entirely sure. Now, in terms of songs, it's said that Rainbow Dash will get a solo song. Pinkie Pie, of course, will have a song. A Broadway singer is going to appear with Amy Keating Rogers, and the final Season 5 song was being worked on back in November, so that's pretty impressive. Now, basically, the villain name of Season 5's premiere, I think it says that the name is pending. It might not be. It might be called Major Marks. That's based on what it says. It says we've seen quite a bit of the episode, and that Major Marks looks to be a villain in one trailer and a friend in next. It could even be a song teaser that we've heard. Now, last but not least, this is what I have been excited to tell everyone. It's said that sometime in the next couple of years, maybe even in a year, maybe less, who knows, they've gotten the Equestria Girls movies rolling out the door. In fact, there's a third one, I think, confirmed. I'll get into that maybe in another episode, but there is going to be a 100% Equestria, not Equestria Girls, 100% Equestria Land, 100% Ponies movie dedicated to this. It's not going to feel like an episode, it's going to be a movie absolutely based off of the ponies. No Magic Mirror, no Human Land, absolute 100% just pure adventure. That's basically it. I hope you've enjoyed. This is an extensive episode. It's going to take a while for me to edit this, and, well, I am the MLP Connoisseur, and I thank you for your time.